You see, I'm like really lazy when it comes to doing stuff, so I'll probably
just give me your Joy-Cons
right now, bro. Welcome back to the Rugged Vinyl Podcast, guys.
You didn't do it.
I know, because we were talking, so it doesn't matter.
But it was fun.
So, I told him earlier when I first did it, I was like, imagine I did it on my tattoo and it's still healing. But anyways, welcome back, guys, to the Rugged Vinyl Podcast. I am here once more. We're kind of doing 2 episodes in one day kind of thing, but only you, if you know, you know, I guess. Quick update. Caleb made it, if you can't tell.
I made it. Yeah, just go watch the last episode. You'll see why.
You'll understand from last week, because I'm doing them weekly, obviously, which doesn't make sense right now, timeline-wise. Yeah, but we're here co-hosting with Wiggles once more. Hey, buddy.
I'm scared now.
You did this again last time.
But this is a different scared, because you said timeline, and now I'm thinking about just some weird things. There's just a version of the multiverse out there where he made it on time. But don't do
that.
I was literally thinking about that on my way. Like when I got stuck, I was like, dang. Because I was thinking about like, what if I just go to Top Stop instead of the one in Zilla? And if I went to the one at Top Stop, I would have taken my key out, put it in my pocket, and then went inside, and then I would have made it.
By now. That's crazy. You know what you did to me? No.
I don't know. Just wanted to be on the podcast.
Yeah. But yeah, we're here, and as you can tell, it's already not going so well.
It's great. It's free real estate.
I was like, is this an ASMR video now?
You want to know something about ASMR?
We're not gonna do that.
You want?
Sure,
so the part of the brain that reacts to ASMR and the sounds and all of it and listening to this stuff is the same part of the brain that gets activated from sexual things. It pleases your brain in a sexual way.
Well, you kind of makes sense. It kind of only makes sense that it goes that way. I mean,
it doesn't make sense to me. Imagine listening to like a mukbang and you're just and you're like, that's weird.
I mean, as far as like, cause it's like it's satisfying to you. So in a way, you know, it satisfies your needs, just not in that way. If that makes sense. If that makes sense.
I just need to satisfy your needs as soon as I go like this to Caleb, and I'm like, just stare at him. I'm confused.
It's not a staring contest, guys.
I know. I was just staring in general.
Staring into my soul. I'm doing pretty good.
How's life treating you?
Life treating me. I hate my job, but hey, the vinyl collection is up. I mean,
it's up. If you guys don't know, he's you've been putting out pretty heavily on.
I got one last night.
He has his own Instagram account for his vinyls now too.
Y'all literally gotta go follow it. Go follow my. You finna put it in the video. Gotta go follow.
But just to be sure, go ahead and say it.
But yeah, it's literally just my name. It's just Caleb's Records, and it's just Caleb with a period and records. But yeah, y'all should go follow it. Trying to post all my vinyls up there and whatnot. But first people to see when I get a vinyl is on my Instagram. So
I've been paying attention.
Y'all gotta follow that too, because that's where I first show when I get it. But yeah, I got a whole record page. I'm at like 47 right now. I got like a vinyl last night. It was Neon Genesis Evangelion. I'm gonna post that later today. But yeah, vinyl collection is up. I love music. Hate my job. No, the other day, my manager, Emmanuel, right? But like I was doing my job. I was at a self checkout, helping a customer. He comes up to me. He's like, "Hey," I was like, "What's up, man?" I thought he was about to tell me something. But he's just like, "Yeah, I just want to make sure you keep like your chit chat down, walking around helping customers." I'm like, I'm helping a customer right now. What are you talking about? And I was like, what the fuck? But I told him, I was like, yeah, I can keep that down. As soon as he turned around, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what is he talking about? I'm doing my job right now.
That's weird.
I feel that.
Yeah, that gets irritating. But what were you going to say?
Oh, I was going to be like, he's going to put the link in the description. I'll remind him. That's all that was.
Remind me. Because if there's one thing I do slack about, it's plugging people. I used to be so good at it when I first started.
You literally didn't even tag us in your snap. What the heck, bro?
I tagged you on the Instagram post, though. Shut up.
But not the snap?
That was really half-assed, man.
And I just seen that it says it's 95% uploading.
Isn't it weird how it takes so long where it's doing that?
Yeah. Like it just...
What the fuck?
You gotta show the camera.
I'm not showing the camera.
You gotta show the camera that.
There's a picture of, or actually I should say a video of Kayla doing the Bust It Down challenge.
It's pretty great.
Nuh-uh.
You had to be there.
That wasn't me. Crazy.
That was Caleb's record studio, man. That was a different person.
He's hiding shit. That's all it is. It's not even about vinyls. It's just about his OnlyFans.
No, what?
Every time we post, if you actually look around in the picture, you can find the link.
You can find
You
the
just gotta
link.
know
He
what
just
you're
hides
looking
it.
for.
Record collection going crazy. Trying to get all just backtracking, but yeah.
What got you into music?
Dude,
I don't think we ever like talked about this the more I got to know you, because obviously when I knew you, you were a freshman and I was a senior at the time.
dog, the first thing that let Jason know that I was into music, we were at a wrestling duel, and I was listening to the new Jaden Smith album,
right,
Iris.
right.
And then you looked over, like, hey, dog, I'm listening to that same album right now. I was like, for real? Little did he know I staged it. I saw he was listening to the album. I was like, let me put this on.
Are you kidding?
You
really staged it?
I staged it.
What the
Because I was like, hey, he's listening to Jaden Smith right now. Let me listen to that too,
crazy.
see if he notices.
You guys literally like.
Life is a lie.
You guys literally
I
had
know,
a kiss
I've
after
been
that
set
too.
It's been set up. Wow. This was planned.
That's crazy.
No, but yeah. But that's what.
How do you feel your friendship with him was always a lie?
It was always a lie. Like, I
And
don't
he knew it
understand
the
now.
whole time.
But the feelings
I have
were
no
real,
idea.
Jason.
That's what they always say.
But what got me into music, it's just something that's always it's just something that I've always really enjoyed, and as a child, just growing up, always listening to music. Like, hey, what's this song? But like recently, I've been getting into a lot of really good music. Like I said, I got Neon Genesis Evangelion, which is just a soundtrack to the anime. But I got a bunch of different vinyls. I got like hip hop, I got pop, rap, mostly hip hop because that's what I'm mostly into. I like listening to beats, and especially like Tizo Touchdown. He just recently released his album last Friday.
Yeah.
I listened to that,
that.
went crazy dumb. Love music. Like even if you see me at high school, I'd just be walking to class with either like my earbuds or like my headphones on because I'm always listening to music. There's not a day that goes by that I don't listen to music, because music to me is just something that helps me escape. And it just calms me down. I'm like, damn, this beat go hard right now. Or like these lyrics, they really hit, and it's just something that I've always loved.
Who was the first artist, like, if you can remember, who was the first artist that like put you on? You were like, damn, music is the shit.
First song that I really remember was Shaggy's That It Wasn't Me. Everybody was like, "Come in and counter." Wasn't me.
Yeah,
that one.
yeah.
That was the first song that I really enjoyed. I was like,
Thanks,
"Hey,
I
this
just got
music
copyrighted
okay." But that was the first song. The first time that I really got into music was middle school, 6th grade year. I just went into middle school. I was asking my cousin, who was like a senior at the time, was like, "Hey, like, what's a good artist I can listen to?" Logic. He gave me Logic. That's where it all went off. I started listening to Logic a lot, and then it wasn't until like freshman year when I was like, "Hey, like, what are these other artists? Let me listen to their sounds and whatnot." And that's freshman year was when it went off. I was just like, "This is really like," even in like the high school year and beyond plan.
Yeah.
Like you remember that?
Yeah.
Where you have to put down like what you want to be. One of the very first things that I said was I want to be a music producer. Like I want to learn how to make music. But I ended up changing it later on because I found my love for environmental science.
Right.
But that was one of the first things that I wanted to do. It was learn how to make music, like produce beats and mix and master. After that, it was become a game designer. After that, something else, and then environmental science. But music, to me, is just something that I really love, and it's just a whole new world of just beats, music, words, the storytelling in music. That's what I love the most, is the storytelling when like an artist has something to say. Like Tyler the Creator, you've heard Sorry Not Sorry, right?
Of course.
Like music for me hasn't made me cry yet because I don't cry easily, but I can like understand like where their feelings are coming from. You can't relate?
I'm a very emotional person, dude.
But yeah, just music, storytelling, everything about it, I just love it all, to the point to where like
You've never had a song make you cry before?
I've never had a song make me cry before.
Dude, I have.
No, but
It's so powerful. It's riveting.
But like even now, like when I'm at work, I'll just have like different beats just going on in the back of my head. I was like, this beat's like really sick with me. Like I'll just be at work. Like last week, I listened to like What a Day by Tyler the Creator because I got the estate sale on vinyl, and the beginning was like What a Day at the. I was just mumbling that at work. My coworker's like, "What the fuck are you saying?" I'm like, "Oh, I just got like a song stuck in my head." So I just be like at work mumbling like lyrics to a song that's like really catchy, that's stuck in my head. But really love music.
Fuck yeah, dude. Because I've known you as that guy for music. Like,
Yeah.
well, not really that guy, but just like oh, you're a guy that's really passionate about it. Like, you know your shit about it. You give a shit about it, and you understand the moral language to just music as a whole. Like, it's more than just
just the beat.
Than trap beats and complacent lyrics that don't really do much,
or that just don't mean anything.
Yeah, exactly. That don't speak much about
like
anything really real
for the whole song.
Yeah, exactly. Literally, my first artist was Eminem. My first artist that I first got put onto, shout out MJ, because he was the one that did Morales. He put me on with Eminem, and since then it was like, damn. Because I remember I got into, first it was Eminem. I was all about him. I would go, like, just picking him for everything. I first got into his whole discography, and then once you get into people's discographies, it's like they have features, and then you're like, oh, who's 50 Cent? Damn, he goes hard. Who's Jay-Z? Damn, they go hard. Like, you start to find out all these other guys that they work on, that they've put on, like 50 Cent, for example, with Eminem. Like, then you start learning the history, and it's like, damn, music is really, like, it's more than just sounds good, you know? It's more than just that. It's like, I don't know, because in a way for me, it became like a therapy for me. It became like a way to cope. That's why I started writing music, and I still do, but just not as much as I'm not really like focused on that heavily right now. Like, I'll work on it, but right now my priorities are just, I've really been into filming lately. I've gone into a whole different bag when it comes to like filming. I'm working with a friend of mine, very old friend of mine. We're both working on doing short films together, and so like that's a process, but we're really excited about what's going on. Like, we just last week, I think it was last week, we had to sit down at his house, and we just discussed all these concepts that we had written together, or just had written down beforehand, before we even got down to discussing. And it's like, dude, like, the shit that I'm speaking, I have some writing down. Oh, dude, I'm excited. I'm really excited.
It's like how you were feeling in the car earlier.
Yeah, because it's a different feeling when it's like you're creating it, and you know the morality behind it, and you're just like, I hope people get the message.
Yeah.
I hope people get the brighter message behind it. And the thing about each story that I have going on right now, each one of them contain a different focus. Like, one tells the story through how it's shot. One tells through its heavy dialogue. One tells through its imagery, its visions. Like, I just can't wait.
Yeah.
Like, because then it just shows my versatility. That's how I was with music, especially. Because with music, I was like, I felt like I knew I was him. Like, I knew I could do shit. I may not be Jay-Z. I may not be fucking Beyonce or whatever, you know?
No,
I may not be those, like,
Beyonce, bro.
I may not be on a vocal range as them or as lyrical as them, but it's like, I feel like I can range up to that level eventually with enough time. I knew I had the potential for that. I'm not going to say I don't now. I'm just saying I know where I'm at, you know? Like, every time I think of myself, like, thematically, like, whenever I can think of an actor or some celebrity, some form of celebrity that I would compare myself to, that I want to be like, I always say Donald Glover.
Dude, Donald Glover, that man raps, that man makes music, mixes, produces, masters, and he's a TV actor.
He
and
writes films. He stars in films. Like, he helped create Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Like, the dude's a genius. The dude is a lyrical writing genius. Like, as far as everything goes, and he's such a great like actor too. It's not like, oh, I act, but you're decent.
Yeah.
Like, no, this guy is known to be an actor, and even creating like shows like Atlanta. Starred and wrote in his own film, in his own show.
Was in Star Wars.
And was in Star Wars, and he's making his own film in Star Wars as well that he's writing himself. That should say a lot. And now, every time I think of Donald Glover, I'm like, I'm gonna be him.
And it's literally been for like on that movie that it's Lando.
Yes.
It's literally been, they've been working on it. Disney with Star Wars is kind of stupid, but like it was supposed to be a show at first, and I'm just assuming he did his thing so well that it wowed them to like, you could make this a movie.
Bigger budget.
Yeah. Like, you could make this a movie. You could do a series, it'll be fine. But you doing this with a movie, you're onto something.
I agree. But yeah, that's just where I'm at right now, and it's like, I'm excited because you know me. I just got to create something. I've been getting back into drawing lately too. I just don't post it, but yeah, I'm just really excited for what's to come with like filming.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's just me and him. Like I created, I don't know if you guys remember when I did that short little skit.
I think
Patience.
Yeah, it's on your channel, right?
Yeah, it's on my channel.
Yeah.
If you guys want to see, it's on my channel right now called Patience.
Linked in the description below.
I'm not gonna link that. Just go on my channel. I'm not gonna link everything. Just go on my channel. It's right there.
This guy.
It's
Here's
only
my Amazon wish list.
Dude, you should put that one.
It's a 3-minute video, but it took me 5 hours to do in total. Like 3 or 4 hours to film, 1 to 2 hours of editing, and then my cousin cameos in it, and that was a complete accident.
Yeah.
It was so great when it happened because like there's 3 hours worth of 3 to 2 hours of filming in between those scenes that were like a day apart that I did. One of them was the night before when I did the morning after, and in the middle my cousin slept over, and Maya was asleep on that last session of filming. He was literally like a foot away from me the whole time. He was on my bed and I was just filming on my desk. And then I was like, how am I gonna end this? And I thought about it. I was like, dude, I should have him cameo. And then I wake him up. I go, Maya, do you want a cameo in my film? Because I told him about it the night before. He goes,
He's all dead.
I was like, dude, get up. Let's do it. And he was so happy to do it. Like it was just another great moment.
Yeah.
It's one thing I love about it too is because like I get to have people be a part of it. It's a process which I'm pretty sure I'd like to get you guys involved in somehow, some way whenever I need you guys in it. But
sheesh, OnlyFans content coming soon.
But it's a process, and this whole thing is just, I'm really excited because I know it's time consuming, but I know it's gonna be worth it.
Yeah.
I'm just really excited because it's like I know I got a vision, and I just can't wait for everyone to see it. So, be on the lookout for the next short films that I do. I'm really excited about it. I have them on there. I'll show you them later. But yeah, you guys want to see it? They will.
You're on that side of the screen. I'm over here.
But anyways, man, yeah, that's just me and my form of art. So you said, what were you? What's your new passion now? You said
new passion right now. It's music, man. Music just lately, just ever since I graduated, a lot more time listening to music. It's just something about that energy of like watching videos of how like Travis Scott or like music festivals, seeing them go out stage and seeing like a bunch of people scream their name and like just feel that energy.
Right.
Travis Scott energy, that's the type of energy that gets me going, even if it's just through the screen.
Right.
Like how are you talking about like your passion for like filming and everything? That's what really wants to make me going, is like I have like a lot of passion for like music and seeing people like Steve.
I like how this is it's not even a bit, I swear. Guys, this isn't a bit. I've genuinely been trying to like fix the fucking mic. Give me a second. There, it's just all weight. It's all a matter of weight.
Oh.
See, just keep it like that and don't touch it.
Alright.
But, yeah, we're good.
But yeah, seeing how like people like Steve Lacy, dog literally created music on his iPhone. Nothing but his iPhone, an amp, and a guitar. That man got far with just his iPhone.
No,
and
for real.
like thinking about that, like I have an iPhone, but you gotta like be willing to like put like the work, learn what everything does. What
do you know about do you know about the other story with I think the artist's name is David?
David? With like the four,
yes.
Yeah. What about it?
His first hit he did in his closet, and the only mic he had was his earbuds.
Oh dang.
The wired earbuds that you get off of your iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
That's all he had. That's all he used, and he created that banger, the very first banger that he created. I can't remember which one it was, but
You have to send it to me.
I will.
But see, like it's stuff like that makes me think like it's not impossible. You can do it, but like Tyler Creator said, you can't be scared to do it. Like, what's the most people gonna do? Oh, I don't like it. Okay, just don't give a fuck about what they think. Like, just put out music, but you gotta like learn like what's your sound. That's the hardest part that I'm kind of going through right now. Like, what kind of sound do I want? How am I gonna make my own sound? But the thing is, I've just been like watching a bunch of YouTube videos, like YouTube University, just seeing like how like what button does what does this button do? How do I make this sound go like this and whatnot? Just watching a bunch of YouTube videos on like how to make music, especially on iPhone, since that's all I really have right now.
Dude, I learned how to operate any type of camera through TikTok. That's all I ever needed. I learned everything there is through TikTok. Hell, some of them give out free classes on TikTok. You just gotta find it, and you just gotta get your shit on the right For You page.
But music, like I said earlier, was like been a big passion of mine since I was like back in middle school. High school is where it really went, when I was like, what is this artist? What's their sound? Oh, I really like this. Let me see what other artists like this, or this new artist right here. Just getting into music, seeing how people like JID flipped Tribe Called Quest songs, slowed a beat down and made Ed and Eddie, dog.
Yes.
Like, that's crazy.
I especially love like when they sample classics too.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, just the best example out of all of it, J. Cole. Look at what he does with his classics, and you see the samples that he chose and how he did them. It blows my mind every time, and I'm just like, wow.
Cause didn't he?
Kanye too.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But J. Cole, he turned Forbidden Fruit. He slowed that down, reversed it, and that turned into Neighbors. Like stuff like that. That's like stuff that I want to be doing. That I want to be able to like go out and like I think about what it'd be like if I was the one on that stage feeling all that energy. But it's like music is a big thing of like, do I want to produce? Do I want to like write lyrics? It's like between both, but it's just like kind of a block of like me like still trying to understand like how does everything work and what are other people's like creative process through all of that. That's why I asked you on that your Q&A, like what's your creative process when either like making music or like shooting videos.
Was that the one that I did for this month's Q&A?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry that I didn't get the answer on there yet. I'm gonna do the Q&A soon though.
Coming soon. So have you watched Look Mama Can Fly?
No.
Travis Scott documentary on Netflix.
Oh yeah, the Travis Scott documentary on Netflix.
Oh yeah, I've watched that like 4 times, dog.
Yeah,
like,
crazy.
It's crazy seeing how Travis Scott went from being like just a little boy in, what was it, Houston, Texas?
Yes.
Houston, Texas. Just always into me. That dog was like freestyling and on his birthday in a little I forgot what they're called.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what
but
it's
he
called.
was like freestyling, and that man has been into music ever since like he was a little kid, and where he is now, just from a boy in Houston, Texas, all the way to one of the biggest performers in the world. One of the biggest, not the biggest. One.
But he's still up there.
He's still pretty up there.
I mean, look at how big his last album went.
Dog, I'm still bumping Utopia because that's
being honest, I'm not. That's the crazy part.
Because you listened to Posty's album before you listened to Utopia.
That's true. That is true. Like, Posty's been on constant repeat.
Yeah.
No, but like, I've had Utopia on repeat, just like.
Hell, I need to finish Utopia. I still haven't even managed to finish
dog,
it
like, listening to Utopia, I'm like, this like all sounds like really good, and like I want to be able to like.
I love
create
it
something
for
like this.
I love it for how experimental it is. It's just I don't like how I could literally listen to what was it, Yeezus?
Yeah.
And hear the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, you hear, like, there's a difference between inspiration and just kind of, like, what's the word? Not copy and paste. But,
Sample?
you get what I'm saying.
It's like that
Not
moment
really
when you
sampling.
give somebody your paper and tell them to change it up, and they change it up.
Yeah,
and you look at it,
yeah,
you're like,
exactly.
but did you really change it up?
Yeah, exactly. That's how I kind of see it, especially on certain songs, and it kind of, like, left it kind of an ick on me. But I do definitely plan on going back to Utopia and re-listening to it, because of course it's Travis Scott. You know, you got to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I love his process when it comes to making music for him, because he does both produce and write. He does both ends, and he literally well, obviously because he's got the money to. He travels the world just to like find the right like idea or concept that he sees in his head, and he's like, what is it? And then he makes it original. Like, look at Astroworld.
I love Astroworld.
That's a concept that was just created. You don't have that same feeling from any other album. There's no other album that sounds anything like that. No reference, no example, no samples that I can even compare to it. That's
I love that album
completely
too.
original. That's why I feel like Astroworld is so special. But with Utopia, it's a different kind of love that I have for it. But respect as well. Majorly respect. But yeah, like I said, I love Travis Scott's. I just love him for his like mainly like how he processes music.
Yeah.
Like you said, because he just brings a different type of energy on the stage.
He does.
Like,
Yeah.
it's something like, I mean, that's kind of a big thing to where it caused some damage. You know,
Yeah.
like what happened earlier. Was it earlier this year or last year? Seeing what happened at Astrofest.
I think it's
Astroworld. Yeah, one of his concerts, but that's just the energy he brings, you know? Like, if I'm being honest, it could have happened any other concert he's done. The only difference is it happened.
it's I mean, it's what he's known for too, is being crazy, being a rager like that.
Like even in his Netflix documentary where you saw like he stopped his concert, like no, like help these people up right here, like we all know that he cares and whatnot about his fans and all. It's just that
people,
it gets too crazy.
Exactly.
Some people are like out of hand,
with
doing stuff they don't need to be doing.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I just love the energy of it. I know I've seen videos where he stops the concert because he sees somebody in the top row in the back and they're not drinking their drink, and he calls them out and he's like, you can either finish your drink and someone will bring you another one right now and you're gonna finish that too, or your ass is leaving. You're not doing nothing, you're just standing there with a cup. Drink your drink or get out. And I don't know about you guys, it just seems like a fun energy to be around for a concert type of thing, like really just going with the music and just like going all in, letting all that energy out while you're there, opposed to like, I don't know, just kind of sitting there like.
If you could compare your everyday energy to an artist or just an artist's music, what would it be? Who would it be?
That's kind of hard. I feel like one of the artists that I often would put on, so it probably would fit this, is like Cole, just with his different songs, just because I can go on Apple Music, like press the random button, and like each thing could be a vibe for whatever it is that I'm doing. I could be mowing the lawn, listening to something, I'm doing this, or I'm at practice, you put on Cole, it'll be a vibe. I'm in the gym, like for whatever it is. I mean, and I guess even in a sense, Kendrick almost goes for me like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Where I can just like,
that's what you would compare your energy to. That makes sense.
And I think part of that's the crazy, when you're listening to the crazy, all the fun in it, but then like you're listening to it and there's like, oh, that's some deep stuff.
Yeah, then you start hearing the deeper meaning behind.
Because I think when I talk, that's kind of how it is, without necessarily trying. I could be talking about something random and you're like, oh shit, this just got deep. You know?
Right.
We literally did that earlier. I don't even know what it was about.
Or like the last episode, yeah.
Kendrick Lamar, we cry together.
Oh, you picked out a song.
Huh? Oh no, I'm not at your budget with that. I was like, what? Oh no, when he brought up Kendrick Lamar, I just thought of "We Cry Together" when he said deep meanings. It was just like one of the funniest things. Yeah. Just listening to Mr. Morale the first time, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
You're just like, why am I listening to two people argue?
Yeah.
But when you go back to listen to it, that's when you realize at the beginning of the song, there's like these angelic voices singing. You're like, dang, this is nice. And then it stops all that. I was like, this is what the world really sounds like, letting you know. Like, you got this big perception of, like, the world being this perfect thing, but, like, they had to stop you right there. Like, no, pulled you back. Like, this is what the world really sounds like.
And then it brings in, like, just the stereotypes on both sides, and then you hear the both perspectives of these relationships,
of each other.
Kinds of relationships. Yeah. And it's like, damn. And then you see how it ends, and it's like, it's funny to the simple eye, you know? But when you look behind it, it's like, damn, like that's really how it usually goes. It's just an endless cycle, and it's like, that's when you start to really question shit. Like, is that how love really is supposed to be?
Honestly, I think that's why I really like Tupac and his music too. It's kind of that same thing. He has that thing going. You're just listening to it, and I know he has a quote where it's like, when you're just like happy and vibing or whatever, you listen to my music and you're just nodding your head with it. But then when you start getting sad and like you feeling the things, you go back and listen to it, and then you hear me and you really feel what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I think, like you kind of said with Eminem and some of these different artists, like 50 and all, they have a lot of that going on in their music. Like, it's such a variety of things, like for any type of emotion that you're feeling, but they hit it all and they make you think about everything. Even with that, if you're not thinking about it, you can still vibe to it. And I think I like that. I really do. I mean, I think anybody that knows me is like, oh yeah, he's a big Pac fan. He really likes Pac. But, nah. That was random, but...
What's your energy would be like, Jason? Oh, thanks guys for asking.
No, what's your energy?
My energy? Mine, I could describe the best is, I'm gonna be totally honest, I don't even know. Because my energy can be a whole bunch of different things at a whole bunch of different times. Like, sometimes I'll just be laying in bed listening to Frank Ocean, because either I'm like, this really hits right now, or like I'm really sad. Or I can be like driving to work, like being hype as shit, listening to Suicide Boys, and I'm like, great, 5'9", and it just, my music taste is a lot everywhere, and there's not a single artist that I can say that my everyday, because every day for me is a different day, to where like, am I feeling like some type of way, or am I feeling this other type of way?
Right.
Where
I feel that. I feel like I can even agree with you on that too, because you've seen his notes. your notes are always random, and I just assume your notes. It's what you're feeling in that moment, or it's a good representation of that.
Yeah, because I'll just be posting music to my notes or on my story, and just I'm always trying to look for like different people's sound of music. Like, hey, like what has this person created? Let's listen to this, and just I don't even know. There's a lot. Like I think the best would be Queen because of Bohemian Rhapsody. Just like the 5 different genres in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
goes crazy. That's like the best thing I can
one
like,
of the biggest singles of all time.
Isn't it crazy how even all these years after, like, really them being in their prime type of thing, it doesn't matter. All like generations per se later, everybody still knows them.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because some things are just like there's levels to these singles or even just classic albums and all that. Because then it's like. I can't be thinking of words right now, but just timeless records. You know, you hear these, and I guess it's just. I want to say it's more like relativity with all these timeless records. Is the only reason why they're so timeless is because it's like surround sound. Everyone hears it correctly, properly. You know, you hear every bit of it, and you get the better understanding, the morale behind it. Like you said, Bohemian Rhapsody. Mm-hmm. The reason why that one is so captivating is because of how different it is and how experimental it is, especially for its time. It's ahead of its time.
And especially if you watch the movie when they first wanted to put their 5 minutes.
That was one of the best scenes of
That's like, the dude was like, nobody's going to want to listen to 5 minutes of you guys. And he said, heed my words, nobody will remember the name Queen. Look where they got. How big their song Bohemian Rhapsody was and how much of an idiot that dude probably felt after. So
right.
Like, I'm not going to put a 5-minute song on a radio. And everybody loved them. They literally sold out one of the biggest music festivals ever. They were playing right next to Elton John, like a whole bunch of other people at that time. The Beatles.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
The reason I asked that question with your guys' energy and if you would compare it to any artist or music, it's because I kind of get that way. Like, one of my main thoughts that I get on an everyday basis is, how do I perceive people? And when I do, I perceive by color and also by sound. And when I hear sound, I compare it to music. So like with you, I've always compared you to Tyler. I've always gotten Tyler bits from you because it's like, you have variety.
I fucking love Tyler.
I'm just exactly, not just because you love Tyler, but it's because like, I don't know, it's just your colors match, especially with Tyler's colors. When I see Tyler's colors, I think of that dirty orange, brown, green, like
tree I'm literally wearing green right now.
And I'm like, yeah, exactly. And whenever I see
show the audience your pants.
Sit your ass down. Sit the fuck down. But when I see, and then when I see you and I think of you, I get those colors as well. I get the same colors, and it's like, I don't know how I function like that, but it's just the way that I do. And that's why, like, when I think of me and everything, some days I do think more like Mac Miller.
Yeah.
Even though I don't even listen to most of his songs, you know, like, I've always been more of a fan of like his emotional stuff like that hits you deep, you know.
Yeah.
But and less of his like boom bap type shit where he's like, you know, hype, his older shit basically. Yeah. But yet I still like, I don't know. That's just me personally. I compare myself to that.
Okay.
Tyler also does say a lot of good things, like a lot of when he goes on podcasts and stuff, saying like how that beef with DJ Khaled, he didn't interfere with it. He said he just let that #1 spot speak for him.
Exactly. That shit was fun. I love that interview.
And what I saw recently was Tizo Touchdown when he went on an interview saying that when Tizo Touchdown was doing opening show for Tyler the Creator, that Tyler went into his room and was like, hey, if you go out there you don't see people moving, like jumping to your stuff, like don't think anything of it. They're just trying to analyze you, like your sound, and if they vibe with it or not. Like Tyler, that dude makes good music. He seems like a crazy fun dude, but dude also has like a lot of like experience with stuff. Right. He has a lot of good things to say to people, and
he's wise.
He's wise.
He's a wise motherfucker, really especially for his age. It's crazy, especially like his ear for music.
Yeah.
I like to think of him as one of our geniuses of our time.
Dude, seeing him like produce music whenever like he's on live, like on Instagram, or seeing like how his creative process, it goes crazy. Mm-hmm. Seeing how he came from a dude who's trying to get canceled back in like 2012 to like also being another one of the biggest like performers too. Sold out shows. Call Me If You Get Lost was everywhere. Igor was crazy. And
Igor's when I first heard about it was about Tyler the Creator. Well, that's a lie. I first heard about him through a Hobson diss.
What?
Yeah, because I got into during middle school time. I got into Tech Nine, Hobson, just those guys, real underground rap shit.
I started listening to Tech Nine too.
And when I got into Hobson, I heard what was that song, Illmind 4, Illmind Hobson 4, because he does diss Tyler on that song. I don't know if you remember that, but. Yeah, he basically calls him out for eating a cockroach and trying to get people's attention by eating a cockroach.
Oh, that was his music video for Yonkers.
Yes, exactly. That's how I first knew about Tyler, and because I was so biased towards Hop, I was like, oh, yeah, fuck
fuck
Tyler.
I don't know who you are, but
I don't like him. I was in middle school, you know.
Yeah.
What do you expect? You know, it was just who I was as a kid. I just kind of followed whatever I led towards. You know, whoever I looked up to.
Yeah.
And I did it biasly and carelessly without even thinking about perspective.
And
then Igor came out, and everyone's like coming at me like, "Hey, did you listen to Igor? Igor's tough. You know, it's a greatest album. Listen to it." I didn't really like it the first listen, and then again, that was like my freshman year. I went back and listened to it like senior year, even a year after that. It hit differently. It was completely different for me. I had a whole different perspective towards Tyler, and that was because of his album after that. That's what got me more involved. I think I got the timelines wrong, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's an eye-opener.
Sometimes it takes time to get into it.
Exactly.
Even just like being in a different headspace mentally.
Exactly.
Which I think for me with the whole Austin Utopia, I think that's what maybe why Austin takes the cake for me against Utopia, is I think probably just because I'm in a different headspace than I was like freshman, sophomore year when Astroworld came out.
Yeah.
Because I love that album, and it's like listening to Utopia when it didn't make me feel like how I remember feeling when I listened to that album for the first time. I was like, okay. Interesting.
I'm kind of on the same wavelength as you when we speak about Austin, because Austin for me was like, it hit me at the right time.
Yeah.
And it's not because I'm going through something, it's just because I know who I am, and that's basically what the Austin album is. That's why he named it Austin, just his first name. It's because he knows who he is, and this is him doing it without any features. Because he didn't really need it, and each song just carried a part of Posty in a way that's like you don't really hear of him in that way, in that sense, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I was like, at the time of listening to it, I was like, you know what? I feel for this. Because I know who I am now, you know? And it's like, each piece of energy that he has through each track, I'm like, damn, I can relate to every one of it. Almost every one.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's just a banger for me. It's a certified 10. There is one song I don't really like on it, but that's it. After repeating the album so much, one song, I'm still gonna be like 10.
Let's just move that out the way.
10.
Yeah, 10 right there.
Exactly. You can move.
He photoshops the picture of the album. It goes 7, 9. What?
Wait. How does this make it 10? We ignore that. That's silent.
That's a silent.
It's like
song.
P and Psycho. It's silent.
I don't even.
What was that TikTok? I was like,
Grammar.
No, not you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. No, not you. Family Guy, right?
Yeah. No, not you.
Hell, you put me on a certain artist.
Who was it?
Recently. It was on a certain album. I can't remember her name. She's a rapper, British rapper.
Little Sims.
Yes.
Little Sims.
That was crazy, dude.
Dog,
like,
I saw her vinyl at Best Buy. That's when I first got my first paycheck. I was like, give me that. I'm buying that right now.
I seen that and I got pissed. I was like, bro.
Yeah, you slid all my
store. So tough. I did. I was so pissed.
And I think I went to Seattle like a couple weeks later, and Urban Outfitters also had her album.
Shit.
But instead of a clear one, it was a red pressing. I was like, shit. I was like, I could buy that. But I already have it. And I see like Mac Miller albums right there. So
I don't have any Mac Millers yet.
I got Good AM FM, Circles, and Swimmings. Dog, 3 Mac Miller albums in one day,
I was
good to go home.
Yeah, you got lucky on that one.
I was
damn. And I seen you on the search for Frank Ocean.
I will do anything to get Blonde. The official
so
pressing.
Yeah.
I will do anything for that dog.
Remember that to viewers. He'll do anything.
I will literally do anything for Frank Ocean's Blonde, the official pressing.
Get them toes out, guys.
Yeah. You said anything.
You said anything.
I said anything.
You
Dog.
said
It's Frank
anything.
Ocean, dog.
Look the camera in the eyes. Let them know.
Amount, dog. Like Frank Ocean.
He won't even look us in the eyes.
But Frank Ocean, dog. Frank Ocean. That man's crazy. Cheated Def Jam out of a $2 million deal. It was like, oh yeah, here's an album out of his record deal. Next day, dropped Blonde. Crazy, dog. People are still talking about Blonde to this day. And that man has not dropped since 2016. He dropped a couple singles, but
he made like one appearance.
Made one appearance, and
it wasn't even that good.
It wasn't even that good. Wasn't even that good. But hey, you gotta remember, that man's still going through the process of losing his brother. That's the main reason why he hasn't been dropping music.
Yeah, exactly.
But
people grieve different.
Yeah.
But dog, Frank Ocean, that man, the amount of times I've cried to Blonde, the amount of times I just listened to Blonde so it can help me go to sleep.
We found music that made you cry.
Oh yeah, Blonde made me cry.
Yeah.
My bad.
Fucking liar.
Expose him. But dog, Blonde made me cry so many times. Like, it still makes me cry to this day because just the emotions he had behind Blonde and the words of it, and the fact that when I was going through a rough time, Wiggles remember that I was going through like a rough time with a girl. I won't speak too much on that because I don't want to, but Blonde was also another thing, kind of like you said, music's therapy. Music's therapy for me too. I just like to, I recently got a soundboard because I wanted to listen to better music and like better audio. Got a soundbar and I just listened to like music just to like chill out or just like escape reality and like go into this different world of like storytelling. And just Blonde is one of my favorite albums of all time. Should be everybody's favorite album of all time, dog.
Well, at least on your top 10. It's gotta be.
It's gotta be on your top 10.
It's gotta be up there. At
you
least.
guys gonna be mad at me if I said I've never heard it?
We gotta listen to it. What we should do.
See, oh, go on.
What we should do
He was about to go
is
in
we all
on
go
me.
to my house when I get the official pressing from Blonde.
I'm down for
and
that.
we'll
I'm
play.
down for
We'll
that.
play it for you.
I'm down for it.
Because just something about listening to music on vinyl just hits different than opening up your phone and be like, yeah, let's listen to this.
Yeah.
Like being able to pull out records and just look at them, like, it goes crazy. Like, when I got a job, first thing I had said to myself when I started working at Walmart, I'm getting a better record player, which is what I did. Got a better record player. I'm getting records. I got a record cleaner taking care of my records. Records just hit different. It's like I don't know how to explain it because it's just a feeling.
Something about like physical media things. Just so much
it's
better.
just the art behind it is just because you feel it. It's in your hand. It's better than just the little small DVDs.
Like even on those
discs, it's different. And this is coming from a guy that first collected those discs. I collected the discs first before I even got to vinyls. Like, on my record page, the first post I ever made was like a little fucking joke, like, oh, I spilled my bag, I got all my vinyls.
I
seen that.
That's one just something about like holding like the music and like looking at the artwork is like, this goes crazy right here. But vinyl, I love it. If you guys ever want to get me something, just get me a vinyl. It's just something vinyl. It just doesn't matter what album, I'll collect it.
I might have something for you too. Because I have a couple that I'm just like, okay.
But yeah, vinyl, love vinyl. Either that, give me a gift card to Barnes & Nobles. They sell vinyls. I'll go over there. But
Best Buy.
I fucking love vinyls, dog. Just I'll literally be laying in bed, laying on my floor. I'll just be in my room, just spinning my vinyl records because I just look at it like, this goes crazy right here. And I think I don't know what it is about vinyl, but you can kind of hear like the beats and like what the production a little bit better than if you just put it on your phone. I'm like, all right, yeah, let's listen to this. But
and that's the one thing I've heard about. Like when I was a kid, and I kind of asked my mom, like, so what's the difference between vinyl and like DVD or a DVD, like a CD? Like what is it? And she's like, honestly, I don't necessarily hear a difference, but I know the one thing I've been told is that you can hear it like crisper audio. Like it just almost feels clear. Like I don't know. I guess that's the best way to put it.
Dog, literally even high school, senior year, I had to do a essay on like pros and cons because I had took EWU English 11, and I wrote about vinyl records 2 different times. One of them was about pros and cons, and the other one was show and tell. So vinyl, I don't know, man. It's just something about vinyl I love. I can't put the words into it, but just like seeing how I'm trying to find the words and how I feel about vinyl records is just...
you being lost in your words. I can hear you loud enough. I know exactly what you're saying.
And this is a little off topic, but if you watched the last video, remember this. I said, whatever it is that you find in life that makes you passionate and it feels like this, or how he feels with movies and Marvel things, or I feel with games, do it. There's nothing wrong with it. Take care of yourself. Like, look how happy this man is talking about vinyls right now.
Dog.
Wouldn't you want like one thing, even if that's I like apples that much?
You also how passionate I was talking in the last episode too.
Like, dog.
I was passionate.
Yeah.
Like, if you ever meet me in life and I'm talking to you, one of the very first things I will ask you, what kind of music are you into?
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the first things, because like you said, like, you get a vision of like Tyler out of me, like from like sound. The way I like to like look at people is what's in their music taste. What are they listening to? Is it like toxic R&B, Brent Faiyaz, or is it like good going like Tyler the Creator or Travis Scott? Are they upbeat? Are they like a little bit more chill and whatnot?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things to do is ask people what their music taste is. And
people's taste in music tells them a lot about themselves. That's also a piece of it too.
You can look,
you get to know
like,
a
you can see
lot
who they
about a
are.
person just through their music.
Or like what makes them tick.
Exactly.
yeah.
You're like, my favorite guy's Nev. He's like, oh, that makes sense.
No, yeah, that makes a lot more sense now. Okay.
No, I see it in you. I can see it. Did I just call that?
Dude, everybody watching that listens to Nav right now is their favorite. They'll be like,
I know, everyone's sitting down that's like about to bump now. They're like,
what is he saying about me?
what is that supposed to mean?
They're gonna go back and listen to it to find the deeper
I mean,
meaning.
you guys are cool. You guys are great.
Some of you.
Just not
we all just start
overposting
bashing
things.
them.
We're just bashing artists now and
We're
people
just
who
gonna,
like them.
I know, let's just start doing it. Eminem. No.
He just starts, wait, that's
No,
me.
Dog, what I hate the most is Taylor Swift fans, dog. I don't like them.
They're doing too much.
Doing too much. Is she finally Michael Jackson famous? Dog, no. If you gotta say Michael Jackson famous, she's not famous.
I hate when anyone compares anybody to Michael Jackson. It's
Were they trying to give Harry Styles the title of King of Pop or something like that?
No way, were they?
They were. And the Michael Jackson's daughter literally had a tweet like, this isn't even an argument.
Oh, I think I did see
Harry
something like that a while
Styles
ago.
did not deserve an Oscar. I forgot who he was up against, but I know he did not win.
I'm trying to remember who his nominees were.
No, it was Grammy. He did not deserve that Grammy.
I was gonna say Oscar. That's like
honestly,
movie
I
shit.
feel like a lot of the different big events like that are honestly
Cardi B
rigged.
did not deserve it over Circles by Mac
Thank you. Fuck yeah.
Where's Cardi B right now? She's not even relevant at
I
this
hate
point.
that shit. And did you see she just came out with a single and she's already performing it over in the VMAs, calling it a classic?
Nah.
Bitch, what? It's another song about ass. What are you talking about? That pissed me off so much.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get people because people really will listen to something and just because it's catchy or they like the beat,
Kendrick
it
Lamar.
means it's that good.
That's who Kendrick Lamar to was Harry Styles. Mr. Morale, the Big Steppers was nominated.
Yes, it was.
I love that
was.
album.
Astro World and Circles also went up against Cardi B's Invasion of Privacy. Dog, Astro World and Circles,
They're both bangers.
they lost to Invasion of Privacy. Who listens to Invasion of Privacy, dog? Like, there's like 2 songs that are on the radio for like a couple weeks, but nobody, like, what the fuck, man?
It's crazy. Honestly, I do think a lot of this stuff is
Like,
rigged, if I'm honest.
I love music.
No, for real, I agree.
Another thing I love about music is getting like arguments of music, like kind of arguments like this. People that are like, "Oh, Taylor Swift is Michael Jackson." Like, no, she's not. Like, she's famous, yes, but she's not Michael Jackson famous. You can go to like across the world and people be like, "Michael Jackson? Yeah, I know Michael Jackson."
Mm-hmm.
But if you're like, you know who Taylor Swift is? Some people actually don't know who Taylor Swift is.
Yeah. No, I feel that. Because, I mean, I think there's a lot of artists that are like that. It's whatever is trendy at the time, and just because it's trendy, it means it's good when it really doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like, you can take, like, Gucci Gang and the songs like that from that era of music and you listen to it now and it's really just, like, nothing.
Yeah.
Versus, like, you can go back to different things like Mary J. Blige and some of her songs from the 90s.
Dude,
and
Mary J. Blige.
and it still hits just the same.
Dude, the Weeknd sampled Mary J. Blige for Out of Time.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was that one.
I didn't even
was
know.
it? Where's my? I'll take my phone.
I can't find the nominations, but I did see it was her Grammy in 2019 for Invasion of Privacy. She won album of the year. So I'm just like, I remember she beat Astroworld, Kendrick's Damn, because that was
18,
something like that. But I want to say it was Astroworld that she was up against. Damn.
When you check your phone and you randomly just got
wrong,
sent money on Cash App.
Huh?
I just randomly got money on Cash App.
You did?
Yeah.
How much?
Like $40 or something.
Okay. Must be nice.
Nah.
So I
Thank
get
you.
Random money. Thanks, whoever did that.
Dude, I literally found $20 today at Denny's.
Oh yeah, you said that.
Yeah, and a quarter. I was more excited about the quarter than the 20, but that's just random things.
And I know why. I just realized why too.
Why?
Cause you like checking them by the year and all that.
I do. My mom got me into that. She has like books with pennies over there. And,
really?
Yeah, like collecting them. And I always thought that was cool that she did that.
There's one thing about me. I'm a big collector guy. You too.
Dude, that almost looks like my homie Jason Zunga from Walmart.
Shut the fuck up.
Bro, you're from the Broken Vinyl podcast. What are you talking about?
You almost said that weird. Like, well, you said it weird. I was like, you almost said it wrong.
Nah, sometimes my mouth just gets weird. My brain, I think, honestly, sometimes just goes too fast for my mouth. I know it's why I have bad handwriting. I can't keep up with my thoughts always. I gotta go fast. Otherwise, it'll be gone before I finish my thought.
Mm-hmm. What other things do you collect besides vinyls?
Manga. COVID. That's when I got really into manga. Mm-hmm. I haven't been reading my books because senior year kind of came up and I was like busy like doing a bunch of stuff. Like senior year is still like I didn't get into really collecting vinyls until after I graduated. But
I was gonna say I remember you had a small vinyl collection, but because you got so into manga, you offered your vinyls to me.
I offered him Eminem, Kamikaze. That was a green pressing.
I remember that you offered me all those and Billie Eilish and whatnot, and then I was like, no, I don't even collect those, bro, but I appreciate it.
Dude, imagine.
And then a year later, I got into them.
Mm-hmm.
He could have had it. I literally.
And I don't have Kamikaze. The only album I have for Eminem right now is the fucking Curtain Call.
Oh, okay.
Which is his best hits. Which is stupid. Oh, and also Curtain Call 2. I forgot about that.
Man could have had Kamikaze, a colored pressing, but he was like, nah, Jit, I'm good. And now he's looking back at it. I should have taken it.
Yeah, I should have. I really should have.
But yeah, vinyls, main thing that I'm really trying to collect right now. I collect manga. I don't collect Funko Pops, but I know I have quite a few. I got a Logic Funko Pop, and the rest are just anime from like One Piece, Hunter x Hunter, and something else I can't remember. But
I feel like Logic, even though he's more popular than other artists, he's still so slept on.
Dog, I haven't even listened to his last albums. I've kind of been sleeping on Logic.
Yeah,
even though he used to be. Last one I listened to was Vinyl Days that came out last year. I got a whole signed CD by him too, and I can't remember where I put it. To be honest. I've literally been sleeping on like freshman year. I was all about. I literally had a whole fit just of Logic.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Mark was like, "What the fuck are you wearing, dog? Like, why are you wearing all Logic?" I was like, "I don't know, man." Marcus was low key jealous. You were jealous, weren't you, Marcus?
You were jealous.
Marcus was a big Logic fan.
He is.
Marcus was.
He's the person that got me into Logic listening to him.
He put me on Logic too.
Marcus was jealous though because I had better fit than him.
I don't know if you guys know that about Marcos, but when he was a kid, he was heavily Michael Jackson, like heavy. Dude loved Michael. He put me on Michael. That's just fun. That's funny. But yeah, fun fact.
But yeah, but
he also does part of my tattoos.
Shout out to him. He's really good at what he does.
Check the vlog.
Check the vlog.
I'm just gonna keep bringing that up.
Every 5 minutes you have a reminder that goes off. Mention vlog.
Like, Oh yeah, check the vlog.
Check the vlog.
At the end of the video, we're all gonna scream it into the mic until your guys' eardrums burst.
Check the goddamn vlog.
Check the vlog, man.
If not, we'll come to your house
and make you watch the vlog. He's gonna hold you like your arms behind your back. I'm gonna sit there like this to your eyes, and Jason's gonna hold the phone like this. He's not saying no, so just know.
Not saying no.
He approves already.
Just know.
No comment.
No. That wasn't a no.
Legally, he's in the clear.
Exactly.
But we're coming to your
That's
house.
the point.
Legally, that was all a joke. Legally. No, we're all in the clear.
Okay.
I'm scared.
What time is it? God damn, I'm not getting much sleep today. I have work tonight too.
Oh, yeah.
From when?
Huh?
From when?
Normal time.
I start at 10.
10 to...
7?
10 to 7? That's a
Or
whole...
graveyard.
It's an 8-hour shift?
I have a full-time job.
We were talking about this earlier, how we can branch off to random things. And so because you're talking about that, I know I just was looking into this study. And people that work that graveyard shift or the later shifts like that, you're more prone to getting cancer.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's just a thing. Because of not getting the sleep you need, but during your normal times you be getting it, which that could be a whole nother topic on an episode. If you want to hear random science things with Daniel, let me know.
But I think it's also in my genetics as well. So,
oh, dude, you just do everything too fast.
For real.
Even
dude.
making cells, that's crazy.
Anyways, we're about at an hour. And
Okay.
I'm starting to get tired, so I'm gonna call it an episode.
No, you're not tired.
Yes, I am.
Wait. No, before that, we haven't asked you about how you asked us about music, for our, the person, or the artist.
That's
that,
right. I answered it myself.
He said Eminem.
Okay.
I said Mac Miller.
Oh, Mac Miller?
None of you pay attention.
Were you even
This shit is
watching? You're in this episode. You didn't even watch. Maybe that was when I got up then.
No, it wasn't.
I know I heard you say out Mac Miller, but when you were talking about Mac Miller, it was that you didn't care for his older stuff.
That was
you
when I
said
was
more
talking about
of
it.
feeling.
That was when I was talking about it. Yeah.
Okay. I guess I just
Like,
I'll
as
take it
far
like
as
that in the
talking
same light.
as far as a listener goes, as far as a listener goes, I don't really listen to his older stuff like that where it was more upbeat. I listen to more of the stuff that was more recent, and I relate to that more because of the sheer fact that it's just he's when he makes music, he's more in that gray area where you understand, his writing ability is just special. I try to compare it. I can never compare it. And it's just truly unique how he knows how to really put you in his shoes. And it's special to me. And that's why I really feel like it's unique, because I feel like in a way I'm myself unique in how I perceive things and how I envision certain things in my life. So that's just how I see it.
I feel that.
But yeah. So with that being said, I'm going to conclude this episode. Because your man needs some sleep.
I know. I can see your bags getting darker
Yeah,
from when I started hanging out with you today to
It's
now.
starting to kick in.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel it.
No, you don't need sleep. You can go full 24 hours.
I've been up since 12 hours. I've been up for the past 12 hours, so.
The video is gonna end right now, but now that makes me think of a question. What's the longest you guys have stayed up straight with no sleep?
2 days.
2 days?
2 days.
Maybe like a day and a half.
Lame.
No, my bad.
enough.
My bad. I don't have insomnia like you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have a mental illness.
This isn't one of those type of podcasts, man.
We both talk.
They just connected
Thanks
on a
for
whole new
watching,
level.
guys. I appreciate you guys watching the whole video. If you made it this far somehow, I appreciate you, Wiggles, for co-hosting as always. I appreciate you always being around and always ready for these videos whenever. And you, I'm glad you made it here.
Finally.
I'm glad you made it. You finally managed to get one in. This was very unexpected, but we managed to get it in.
Karma hit me like a bitch earlier today.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, Jason.
Karma is a bitch. I hope
Listen
you
to
take
him.
that as an example.
Karma is a bitch.
Take his experience earlier as an
It's
example.
real.
It is
It's
real.
real.
I've believed in karma for 5 years now. Something like that. So, best believe karma's real. And if you do wrong by someone, something will do wrong by you.
And here's how we'll end this
It just
video.
happens.
Don't forget your keys in your car. Always double check. Thank you for watching the podcast.
Leave a like, comment, and share, please. Love you guys. Until next time. Peace.
About to make out with this man.
What?